tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curves.
MLB The Show. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He will lead this one off today. Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 13.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Nimmo is there to put it away for out number one. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit down the third base line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is Cespedes. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Colton Wong will stand in. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Loud noises. Right here, fellas. He's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. Line hard. But this will be a foul ball. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. Home half of the first now from Citi Field, and the Redbirds have an early 1-0 advantage. Now at the plate, number 68. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman.
In there, no balls and a strike. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. Coming feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. If they find themselves in this position today, they got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, D-Row, that's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club. That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
1-1 the count now. 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Acuna is there and he makes the catch for the out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's the second out. Here's Yoenis Cespedes as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Strike one to start the at-bat. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Cespedes behind the ball and 2 strikes.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the third right here.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Mets strand one. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong. They'll get us started in the top of the second. High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches. Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting his baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. And that's the second out of the inning. Into the box now, number 39. Ready to get his day at the plate started right here. Has a look, now the pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Brandon Nimmo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Misses, ball two. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Todd Frazier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Fastball in there for a called strike. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Hit to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Coming to the plate now, Wilmer Flores. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Welcome back to daytime baseball on the show from Citi Field. Thanks for joining us.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
At the plate, number 13. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison.
Standing in, Harrison Bader. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Bryce Harper. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue. At least one more batter.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Cespedes is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Batting ninth.
Stepping up to the plate, Zach Wheeler.
Wheeler.
Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Misses, ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Too high, ball 3. Number 68 is on deck. Softly hit toward the hole. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Into the box now, number 68. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in now, Rafael Devers as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Line towards center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Striding in, Paul DeYoung. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. Sliders in for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Flores is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. At the plate, Yadier Molina, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch coming, here it is. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. Nimmo is there. 2 down.
Now batting. Number 39.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Cards jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 39 earns his first win of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew.
chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Hey, Matt, the first thing I notice when I walk into Miller Park is those gaps are super tight. You got to get greedy in a ballpark like this. There's a lot of damage to be had. This park plays really, really tiny at times, so look for this offense to try and drive the ball.
Dan, Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So striding in, Justin Smoke. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. Reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... So striding forward now, Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. 1 batter in, and the Cardinals will have to handle a threat on the base paths.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Dan, Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. It's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, guys, this is a dangerous team right now. Game 1 of a new series coming off a sweep. Everybody's feeling good. Swinging the bats red hot. This should be interesting.
There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out. In is Christian Yelich. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's 1 for 3. In there, and it's 0-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, Dero, he is the pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Standing in now, Jesus Aguilar. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Still only 1 out in the inning. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in now for the Brewers, Jonathan Schoop, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Now another 1-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over.
Now batting, Matt Carpenter. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Aguilar moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Into the box, Manny Pena. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. So stepping in, Harrison Bader. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird waiting. Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Moustakas, or just Moose for short. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Next for Milwaukee, Eric Kratz. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. One of the landmarks here in Milwaukee, the North Point Water Tower. Welcome back to Miller Park. Settling in now, Blake Snell. 9-1-2 due up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground to third. And quickly there are 2 away. Here's Colton Wong now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And
the sliding attempt at second. That should go as a base hit.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Oh, Heater gets turned around.
Here's Justin Smoak now. Fouled off. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and with it the Cardinals have come back to even things at 2.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with 2 outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
Pulled toward right center field. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Dexter Fowler has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Matt Carpenter has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Hard hit ball to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box now, Manny Pena, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. That's in there, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dior. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Yelich is there to put it away and finally put an in. So now the Brewers pitcher, Brandon Woodruff, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
Stepping into the box, Lorenzo Cain. He reached on a single in his first try. And that's in there for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Stepping in now, Hernan Perez. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He popped out in his first trip. Snap throw from the catcher.
0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And another punch out here. 6 already. And that's out number 2. Ready to take his hacks again, Christian Yelich, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Fastball called for strike 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the. Here's Marcell Ozuna, and Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Line drive to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
There are 2 parts to every great catch. 1, getting the right route to make the play, and 2, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Here's Justin Smoak now. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. A solo shot here off the bat of Justin Smoak, number 148 for his career, and the lead is now 7-2. Here's Dexter Fowler now. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions? And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit hard towards center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Stepping in, Jonathan Schoop. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A runner at first with no outs here. And it's 0-2 to Schoop. Count remains at 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame. Digging in to try it again, Mike Moustakas. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Story over to his right. 2 gone. Striding in once again, Ryan Braun, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch is a swing and a high pop-up. Carpenter over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Brewers.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
First offering on its way.
Carpenter.
Big swing by Carpenter, and this is out to deep right, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And it's gone as they add still another.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game. If this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Brent Suter gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Bouncer to the left side, on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Striding into the box.
Play ball. 4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Redbirds led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Blake Snell.